And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
On the set.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edgar, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Edgar, his throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Edgar. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Edgar. And the reception made by Green. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Caught left side, it's Beckham.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Green brings it in.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back to throw. Edgar. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Slot man moves right.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will go out of bounds. And they're still short of the line to gain. So this is going to be a turnover on downs here. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run with Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Edgar. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edgar. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 3. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And some room to roam now.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Trying to find Greg Dulcich there.
And that'll bring up second down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, here's Gibson again. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
To throw on second down, Edgar. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gibson again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Greg Dulcich, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Operating from the gun, Edgar. Left side completion to Jones.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Operating from the gun, Edgar dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
DJ Jones
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On the ready.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Edgar.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 4th down, Edgar. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away.
And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. Very short kick, taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Edgar.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The offense on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Edgar.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. I was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edgar. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Falcons grab it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Edgar. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, break.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Edgar.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edgar. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Edgar. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Edgar. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Green with a catch left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Edgar. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here, and how about the positive play he just turned in?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this... field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of this.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
Right, but there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they will really help by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through